Shaking people, back with another reaction, back with some more Erasure, and we're going back to the self-titled album, 1995. Again, I'm going to finish off all the remaining threads in the larger Erasure journey, but I was feeling this album a great deal. The last tune, Sona Luminous, was particularly nice, so yeah, just wanted to keep it going. Once again, shout out to all the people sharing Erasure. Seb, Han Solo, and Philip are all sharing Erasure, and again, there's been one or two cases where there was one tune that was not included in one folder, one tune that was included in a different folder. So yeah, ultimately through all of you, we'll make sure we get to everything. And yeah, the next tune on the self-titled album is intriguingly and amusingly called Fingers and Thumbs, and then parenthetically, Cold Summer's Day. I don't pretend to be able to crack this one conceptually, but I don't know, the idea that when it's cold and, you know, you're feeling frosty, you'll often rub your hands together or blow, you know, hot breath onto your hands in an attempt to, you know, sort of thaw them out in an informal sense. So yeah, I feel like it could relate to that, you know, rubbing your hands together and that being representative of what it's like to be on a cold summer's day. But surely that's just one vivid mental picture or idea, even if that's exactly what it relates to. And I doubt it. I'm guessing it won't be related to that at all. But even if it is, that would obviously be just one visual moment in surely a larger story, waiting for someone but they're not showing up, and so like you're feeling cold externally and internally. I feel like you could go some different ways with it, but yeah, let's find out what Andy and Vince do with it. I was going to call him Vincent St. Martin, but I wasn't. I'm trying to remember if that's actually his full name. I know Martin is his surname, but I don't know where I got Saint from. I think I was going to make that up. In any case, this is Vince and Andy, and the tune is Fingers and Thumbs, Cold Summer's Day from the 1995 self-titled album. It was like reminding me of the future of VCMG, but then it shifted with that synth melody that came in. Rising and falling gleamy layer is massive. Rising and falling. Happiness, but it's very epic period. Again, that acidic, bleepy, rising and falling. It's like you could put that in a psytrance track from '95. It would not be out of place. That bass. Okay. Moody Erasure is amazing. And this feels like an Erasure trance remix. I hear you building. I would have loved this in '95. Every time. This is honestly like one of my favorite tunes I've heard from them, and I fucking love this thing. Apologies for the language. Masterpiece. Not quite sure what's happening lyrically, but it didn't sound like someone waiting for someone in the cold. It sounded like, I mean, there was a line like, I'm strong when I'm in your arms, so it sounds like maybe the connection is more active, or at least the possibility of it remains. But there was, there was a line about heartbreak that I caught near the end, so I'm not sure all of what's happening, but it sounds maybe more like people holding hands on a cold day. So it's, they're facing the world and they want the world to be, and they want to, be who they are, but they're, there's maybe a bit of a coldness externally, but it sounded more harmonious internally, or at the very least that, sometimes it's in a good place. So yeah, let me know what's happening there. And just really cool sonics. Again, that rising and falling melodic layer, it sounded a bit acidic, maybe not a 303, but certainly a layer that would not be out of place, as I said, in a mid-90s trance track, maybe psytrance in particular, which, most psytrance in mid-90s, we're talking like proper Goa trance, so the kick drums are a bit heavier, it's a bit more tripped out. But either way, really cool dance floor oriented. I mean, whether you feel more of the trance vibes there, or whether you feel the classic Erasure synth, utopian happiness feeling, which definitely I got both flavors there. Either way, you're going to be on the dance floor, bouncing about. So Once again, shout out to Vince. I'm gonna check now because I'm wondering if I'm remembering that wrong. Is it Vince St. Martin? Let us find out. Mr. Clark, where are you? Okay, so Vince Clark's real name is Vince John Martin. See, I knew I was totally making that up. I do apologize. But yeah, Vincent John Martin, born in 1960 in Woodford, which is apparently part of London. So, in any case, shout out to both Vince and Andy. Loving this album. As I said before we get to the end of it, I'm likely going to jump back and try to finish off, or at least do some more tracks from some of the remaining releases. Because again, I was going to say album, but there's like an EP, and well, Snow Globe is an album, and I still have to go back to that, although that's sort of in the future, so I don't know, maybe I'll do some of the stuff that's still behind us, the Wild and the I Say bonus tracks, of which I think there's at least 1 or 2 remaining for both. But yeah, bottom line, we'll get to everything eventually. Shout out to Andy and Vince. Do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.